Hey, Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here with Nick Parsons. Talk a little NBA playoffs. Game 2, Pelicans and the Thunder, Nick Parsons. NBA is in full swing, playoffs, I should say. Pelicans traveling to OKC, taking on the Thunder. Thunder took game 1 here. They're favored also, -7.5. The total's at 211.5. Nick Parsons, where are we going with this one? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I've mentioned this countless times now in these videos with you and also the roundtable shows that we do, Lenny, that I'm primarily a situational capper. And I think that handicapping style is a great one to use during the playoffs, to be successful in the playoffs, both as a team and as a handicapper. It's about making adjustments from game to game. You can have a good idea about how a series or a game is going to go, but then after the first game or the second game, they don't go as you originally sort of envisioned, then you have to make adjustments on your direction and learn from those initial mistakes. Either way, for me, this is a great situational play overall. For me, it's not really about who is or who isn't on the court. I'm going to steer clear of a side on this one and instead focus on the total. And I just think that this one is going to be way more wide open than what we saw in game 1. So I'm going to be recommending a play on the over in game 2. Now, including their 2 play-in games, the Pelicans have now seen the total go under in all 3 of their playoff games. But that's significant to note here, Lenny, because they've seen the total go over the number in 7 of their last 10 after playing to 3 or more straight unders in a row. Oklahoma City, it did earn that 94-92 win in game 1. But, I mean, it was anything but impressive. The Thunder looked great in the regular season. They earned that number 1 spot. But now that the playoffs are here, this high-octane offense, it looked pretty mediocre. But I just think, so with both teams pushing the pace here, Lenny, I just think that this one's going to be way more wide open. I think that the public perception has pushed this total down a little bit, so I'm going over in this one.
Right, yeah, over to the 211.5 Pelicans and the Thunder. And I like your school of thought. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the contrarian Nick Parsons handicapping style. I am a fan of that, and this over to 211.5. We're going to roll right with that. Don't forget, you guys want a special here, picksandparlays.net/2-for-1. You got to do the /2-for-1. 3-day pass, $99. Any 2 handicappers you want. Pair Nick Parsons with anybody you want. Get in on that 3-day pass, only $99. Get more action like this. Pelicans Thunder over 2-11 on Wednesday, game 2, NBA playoffs. I'm Detroit Lenny, Picks and Parlays. Good luck, unless you're against us.